Hey there, how's it going? Welcome to Looplearnings, and this is video number 22nd, I guess. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in, and thank you very much for clicking on the video. If you are new to the channel, welcome to Looplearnings, and if you are returning, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to look at how to make dashboard. Of course, I'm going to make skeleton of the dashboard in this video, not the complete dashboard. In previous video, you have seen how to make the login form, and we did bit of VB coding and etc. So it's not the beautiful looking login form. We can make a little bit more enhancement, but the main objective of this video is to create the skeleton of the dashboard, which means creating main menus, sub menu, then couple of list boxes, text boxes, etc. So that's what we are going to do, and let's go ahead and get started. So we'll go to the design view, and in this case what I'm going to do, just to beautify it a little bit, I'm going to get the form header and footer. We will do this form header. What I would like to do is I would like to keep the same design static. So to do that, I'll go to design view, I'll copy the back color of this header, and I will come here and paste in here, so we can keep the same coloring pattern as well. Let's change the style of the button. Let's keep it here, and let's have a key as well, a little icon which demonstrate the login. So I click on dot 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 under the format tab picture, and I use key. Oops, I need the text as well. So in the format tab, picture, caption, arrangement, I will go to the journal, and here we go. Okay, so I'll go to the form view. Well, a little bit better, but not the prettiest one, as I said. Let's change this login F to something like welcome to salary management system, something like that. Okay, so we'll change the caption. Again, we'll select the form from the corner, and we'll change the caption, and we'll say welcome to Loop Salary Management System. Okay, cool. Now next thing we'll do is we will see how it looks like. It's better. And now we will proceed, and now we will create a dashboard. So we'll close this form, and actually let's copy this form to save yours and my time. So rather than I create a new one, I'll copy this form, and we will call it main form, because this is going to be our dashboard. And I'll go to design view. Let's get rid of these controls for now, and let's get a, so what I want to do, well, let me explain you first. What I would like to do is I would like to have a rectangle here. Okay, I would like to have basically on these rectangles we'll have main menu buttons. On this header we will have sub menu buttons, and on the right side, extreme right side, we'll have a list box that will show all the payrolls created from January till December. And in between we'll have another list box which will, we can use that list box to search for the respective data. We'll have a text box to provide the search criteria, and then we'll have a button to create the respective record, whatever will be selected from the main menu or sub menu. That's what we are going to do in this video. Okay, hopefully you got the idea. So let's go to design view, and now I'll go to the design, and first of all I'll get the control called rectangle. Okay, so I'm going to go here, and let's stretch it till the last point. Okay, I think how about this much width, Right, so I want to give the same coloring to this particular um, rectangle. So it's easy. I just copy the back color and I come here, select the rectangle and change the back color to this color. Now if I'll go to the form view, yep, we've got the rectangle. I need to do a little adjustment here because I can see a white line, and I want to see something else, which is stretch. I want this rectangle to be stretched all the way till the down till the end of the form. So we'll go to design view. First of all, I need to see why this form is opening is hiding our menu. So let me see one or two things and then quickly I will. So close button, control box. All right, seems to be okay. All right, anyway, so I come back here and I change the shape outline to transparent. Okay, all right, we'll go to form view. Now we are okay. All right, let's get a list box here and then a list box here in the center. Quickly design view, and I'll go to the design, we'll go to the control section, and I will get the list box. It is the list box. I'll drop it here. Let's bring the label here and list of payrolls, because that's what this list box is going to show us. So change the color to black. Let's change the size to 10. Okay, and we'll select this home and then we'll make colorful black. Right, let's expand this a little bit. Okay, now let's stretch it all the way down here. All right, cool. Oops, we don't want you to increase the size of the rectangle. So here we go. Let's see the form view. Oops, and we can see that this list box is coming at this in the center, but we want this to be on the right side of the form, extreme right side of the form. To move this towards to the right side of the form, what we need to do, simple. We go to design view, we select the entire thing including the label, and then we go to the property sheet of this list box and the label together, and we scroll down, and in here we'll see two things. These two things are very important, especially when you are placing these controls or these objects on your forms or reports. So horizontal anchor left at the moment, so that's why it's kept showing on the left. So we'll make it towards the right. So now if I'll go to the form view, now I can see that this particular list box is placed on the right side of the form, and this is where exactly I wanted this list box to be. So now let's have another list box in the center of it, in center of it, and to do that we'll go to design view, we'll go to design tab, we'll go to the list box, select that, and we kind of place the list box in here. Okay, I know it looks like a very small list box, but trust me, when it is expanded in full screen, by the way, it is small because I've kept it as, width as 6 inches at the moment, but it should be 12 or 13 in order to make this more visible in the design view. But you can keep it in the same way because you are expanding the form and making it bigger, and so that means everything else is going to be shown as bigger, not the same size. Okay, for example, if I go to the form view right now, we'll see that this list box is kept on the left side and it's not stretching all the way till here. And the reason is we haven't changed the property yet of this list box. So we keep selecting the list box and we go to the property sheet, and instead of left, we will change it to both. Now, if I'll go to the form view, you can see that it stretches all the way till this list box. So this works definitely in my case, and I'm sure if you're following me, it should work in your case as well. Now, next, what I would like to do, I would like to have a text box here and a button here as well. So I'll go to design view, I'll go to design tab, and I go to choose a text box as a control, and I bring this right at the top of the text box, and I say provide search criteria. Okay, that's the label. We go to the home tab, we choose the black color, and let's reduce the size to 8 because this is just a label for the text box. Okay, that is good. So I stretch this text box till here, and now we do the same thing with the horizontal anchor, and we'll change it to both. Okay, so let's go to the form view again. You can see here that it is stretching until this list box. Now you must be thinking, where are the two buttons, search and show all? Well, you don't need to create those buttons. If you want to simplify your application user interface, although it's good to have buttons, because buttons guide people that they have to click on that button in order to get something worked. But if you want to have buttons, you are most welcome to keep those buttons, but I'm not going to go with the buttons. I'm going to keep this as a text box only. What I would like to do is I would like to have a button here to create a new record. Okay, you must be thinking, why he needs a button here to create a new record? So just wait, hang on, I will just show you in a couple of next videos why do I need create button here, and then you will say that yeah, it does make sense. So we'll just change the caption to create. We can then later on change it to whatever we wishes to change it to. Okay, so let's reduce the width of this button and height of this button to match the height of this text box, and we will keep this button on the left side. So if I go to the form view, perfect. Yep, so I got text box, I've got two list boxes here, I've got one rectangle here, I've got the header here as well. Now next step is to get some buttons here. Now what buttons? That's a good question to ask. Well, we need to create main menu and a sub menu. So in main menu we'll have few number of buttons as compared to the sub menu. Let's go with the what kind of buttons we should have. Well, accordingly, I think according to what forms we have created, we should have a button that is going to be used to manage the employee master data, in which we will have employee profile, we'll have compensation record, we'll have compensation change record, etc. These are the things, and department as well, of course. Then we'll have another buttons called earnings, and all the forms that are relevant to earnings, we'll have those forms under that particular button. Then we'll have another button called deductions. So rather than I explain you, I will go ahead and quickly create those buttons. So here we go. Okay, let's change the styling of the button. This should work. So we'll say employees master data oops, okay, that is fine. Copy this button and we'll say manage earnings, and we'll copy that and we'll paste it and we'll say manage deductions. We'll copy that and we'll paste and we'll say manage payroll, and we'll copy that and we'll paste and we'll say common reports. Okay, cool. So we have got the buttons for our main menu. So basically we'll take these buttons on the top of this rectangle, and now let's have some buttons here which will actually be used dynamically for the submenu. So I copy the button here and I place a button here as well. So for this button we'll say button 1, right? We can change the caption. Now the caption will be changed based on what we will select from here, and that's why these buttons are going to be considered as dynamic controls. Basically these controls will behave according to what we have selected from the main menu. That's what I like to do it. I don't like to have lots of buttons and lots of controls, because those lots of controls will make the application kind of clunky and heavy, and will feel a lot of bugs and etc. So to keep things simple, to the minimal level, we keep these minimal level of controls on our form. So we'll go to the form view. Perfect. So we have got the sub menu, we've got the main menu, we've got the list box, two list boxes here. One is for the search, which means we have search text box, we have create button as well, and we have a list box to show the 12 months of payroll. That is the first version of the dashboard. It's not the finalized version, it is the first draft, you can say. And which means in next couple of videos, I think 2 more videos I'm going to make on the dashboard itself. The reason being is that dashboard is your main cockpit, and that means it has to be well designed, it has to work fine, and that's why we'll spend a little bit more time in order to create some more functionalities. But for now, that is it. This is the skeleton. If you have liked whatever you have seen, give thumbs up to this video so YouTube knows that you're liking it. If in case you haven't liked, please do let me know in the comments below. If you learn, let me know in the comments below. If you haven't learned in this video, let me know in the comments below. The reason I've shown you each bits and pieces of each control and design aspect is because there are people who are not aware of these things. When I was getting started, I was not aware, so I had to learn in a hard way, which means trying myself. So I wanted to demonstrate this. I hope it was valuable and useful. Anyway, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please make sure that you do and hit the bell icon so you get notification whenever I upload any video. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.